Hi everyone, welcome to my second official amateur movie review. I've seen 3 movies since my last, so I'll just hop right in. I saw Whiplash, which I hadn't even heard of, but my husband is constantly reading anything having to do with Academy Awards. We watch the Golden Globes as well, which, sometimes have consideration in regards to who wins Academy Awards. So anyways, there's Whiplash, which is about a jazz band, which doesn't sound very interesting, especially if you've never been in jazz band, which I haven't. But it's about a very successful jazz band and a very successful conductor, and what a first year is willing to do to get into this really popular, successful jazz band. And so, it has to do with, obsessiveness and those sorts of things. It has Miles Teller, who is in Footloose, and he was also in a couple other movies in the last couple years, and I actually really enjoy him. And then J.K. Simmons, which I'm sure most of you know, he was the father in Juno. He was the newspaper guy from Spider-Man movies, and he is fantastic in this. He just gripped me, like he just had me in there. If he was upset, I was upset. If he was happy, I was happy. Like he just really just drew you right in. So I gave this movie 3 stars out of 5. Mostly, it was a completely successful movie. It made me laugh, made me want to cry. It made me angry. It kept me on my toes. It was a really well done film, and the acting was completely up to par. And it was only an hour and 45 minutes, which most of you know. Movies now are no shorter than 2 hours, unless it's a cartoon or animation film, and then generally they're shorter. But films are no longer than 2 hours, and Wes and I talk about it quite often, that we feel that is too long for a lot of instances. Like, that's what I was talking about Dolphin Tale last time. They're just too long, and this one was an hour and 45, and that was just perfect. So if you are looking for an interesting film with some Academy Award nominated actors, give it a watch. I definitely recommend it. Next one was Paddington, which I absolutely adored. It is like a family film at its finest. The animation in it is just stunning. These cute bears, they just look so real, and you just want to squeeze them. You can see every hair in their face and their body and their hands, and the English accents I really enjoyed, and having this little bear with an English accent, and he just has the best comedic timing. He says something really funny, and then he just looks at whoever he's talking to, and he just blinks a couple times, and you just lose yourself. It's just so funny. And what we found out after that, Colin Firth was supposed to play Paddington, and it's funny because I always see Colin Firth playing the main actor in the family, but it's not actually him. I actually don't know anybody in it except for Nicole Kidman, really. Anyways, it's so funny and so endearing and just such an enjoyable movie. I gave it 3.5 stars, and it's definitely worth a watch. So go to the theater and watch it. This is definitely a theater one, I'd say. I mean, you could sit in your living room and watch it too, but I really enjoyed it. Next one is Theory of Everything. Now, I'm a huge Academy Award movie fan, but generally don't enjoy most of the leading runners for Best Picture, but I'll still suffer through them. The only one I'm not watching this year is The Grand Budapest Hotel, just because I don't like the director's movies on most occasions, so just not gonna sit through that. But Wes really enjoyed it. Anyway, so Theory of Everything synopsis is it's the life of Stephen Hawking and how he learned to find out about his illness and was given, a 2-year diagnosis of living, and defied all odds that were against him, and Eddie Redmayne was the main actor, and it's worth watching just for his acting. I didn't particularly like the movie, but I really enjoyed the acting. I was very bored throughout most of the movie. I was very antsy, so I would recommend just watching it at home and, shut it off, go do a load of dishes, go read a chapter in your book, go take out the laundry. Just don't sit through it entirely because it is very boring. And one of the things I mentioned about, and I don't know, I really, really enjoyed The Imitation Game, and I don't think anything else is going to make me like it more than that one. But that movie made me feel smart, like I mentioned. I didn't feel like I didn't understand what was going on. And in the theory of everything, I mean, Stephen Hawking's one of the most brilliant minds of our time, and the movie made you know that. So I felt completely like a complete idiot throughout the whole movie. But I really enjoyed watching his wife take care of him and just stand up to the challenge of being with this man that she loved, regardless of what he was going through. And so that was really great, and watching how they succeeded as a family. So the story, obviously it's a true story, so it's worth telling, and like I said, the acting was amazing. We read something stating that when Stephen Hawking watched it, he said he felt that he was watching himself at times because Eddie did such a fantastic job. And also, I love Eddie Redmayne. I mean, after Les Mis, I just completely fell in love with him. So, worth a watch at home, not in a theater. Not worth it. So, that's all. I think we're going to only be seeing one this weekend, so that's kind of upsetting for me. Ever since we got back from Florida and we're in Universal Studios, we've been rewatching the Harry Potters again because we have the itch. And we also just watched Guardians of the Galaxy again because that's just such a good movie. And all of these Academy Award movies most of them are, take a lot out of you to watch. They have a lot of emotion and a lot of serious subjects. American Sniper is one of them that we're wanting to see soon. So they all are very serious. And so we wanted to watch something a little bit more fun and not something that we're critiquing, those types of things. Guardians of the Galaxy is just an amazing movie. Just really love it. So that's all today, and I'll give you another review next time. So have fun.